its naming how many slides you see at GD. Most blow over you like a late afternoon breeze. However, there were some that made me sit upright and hoist my thorn in the air like some sort of modern-day Statue of Liberty, so that I could bring you this image. 1. Getting your PC console game noticed, a comprehensive how-to guide. This chart maps the marketing effort of Telltale's Monkey series. You see that spike in the middle with the big green arrow? That was when the marketing team gave episode 1 away for free, exchange for an email address. This was huge. There should have been a whole talk about that one spike, but the speaker barely mentioned it. Essentially, they built their mailing list with a lead magnet. Very effective thing you can do this for. For more information about how to do this, pound key file of this blog post. 2. Getting your PC console game noticed, a comprehensive how-to guide. Look at this super simple landing page for Kingdoms and Castles. I love it because it has such a clear call to action. There is good placement for the email list sign up to, but there is no lead magnet. 3. Building a community for your game from scratch. This is the list Mike Rose uses the day of his launch. It is a very inspiring to-do list. I particularly like email protected. Did not know about that one. 4. Put your name on your game. This x-axis is the number of games released by all studios, found on mobile games. This chart was meant to inspire you to put your name in your game, because more than likely your studio will only release one game, so who cares about studio name? However, what I got from this is that if you just release 3 games, you are light years ahead of everyone else in this damn industry, so release another game. 5. Decorticating data sales, a business and marketing deep dive data sales developer promotion team was researching their competition. They made this chart. I thought it was cool, but I would have added a column to list what tags each game used.
2014 幅 S
2018, the shape of financial success, before and after the indie apocalypse. The orange line is a game Jason R released in 2014, and the green one is a game he released in 2018. If you notice, the orange line, 2014, peaked in the first week, while in the first week, the green line, 2018, was like 10% of it. The point of his talk was that games nowadays have a much slower and longer burn. Okay, yes, this is 2 slides, but Jason broke it up in a weird way, so I had to do both. If you see, by the second month, the 2018 game went much higher than the 2018 game. We are living in a world where launch day is not such a make-or-break experience. And 5. Platforms are people to the importance of finding your champion. When you are marketing a game to a platform like Sony or Steam, it is important to understand how the company works behind the scenes. Turns out there are 2 separate departments that actually work together to decide what games to promote. Promotion teams are all about the story and marketing and the content. Team is all about evaluating which games are good and worth investing in. You need to talk to both teams as you log in your plans for THEGAME Developers Conference in San Francisco this month. Organizers want to be sure you do not overlook the always intriguing GD showcase, open to all GD attendees. This exhibit of offbeat and unique alternative controller games will make its 6th appearance at the conference Wednesday through Friday, March 20th, -22, in a Moscow Convention Center. The team at Gamasutra have been publishing a series of interviews with this year's GD participants, and they make for interesting reading, given that each sheds light on the strange origin story of a truly unique game. Earlier this month, we rounded up the first 10 of those interviews, and today we'd like to quickly highlight a few more that have since gone live. Cook Your Way is both a cooking game and an immigration test, turning the act of making food into a way of seeing if a migrant is worth allowing into a country. Hot Swap, all hands on deck will have 2 players assembling their controllers as they guide the ship through deadly waters, swapping parts for the varied functions they will need to survive. Coal Rush creates competition out of running a train, having players scoot coal, change tracks, and scare wildlife off the tracks with its locomotive controls. Through Unclimb reaching as players rapidly tugging on a circular rope to climb a wall, hopping from side to side to avoid hazards that dangle along their path. Machinery, a device that lets players manipulate the emotions of the audience through how they present the news, exploring media's use of similar methods. Octopad breaks an NES controller into 8 gamepads with a single input each, turning single-player games into multiplayer experiences built around communication and collaboration. These interviews are worth reading because each offers a unique perspective on a remarkable game, one of which may win the DD award, which includes a $3,000 prize, plus a special trophy handmade by game maker and farmer DD participant Ruben Baumgarten at the IF ceremony during DD, with judging taking place on site. No matter who wins, all DD 2019 attendees who stop by the DD exhibit will have the chance to play all of these inventive and innovative games using unique, one-of-a-kind controllers, and it may be your only chance to do so. For more details on GDC 2019, visit the show's official website, or subscribe to regular updates via Facebook, Twitter, or Gamasutra and DD are sibling organizations under parent company Informa. It has laid off a substantial number of employees at its Australian mobile studio 5 Monkeys, as reported by Kotaku. While Game Workers Unite Australia, between 40 to 50 staffers have been laid off, and the remaining workers are apparently operating under the belief that the entire studio will soon be closed down. For those unfamiliar with the name, 5 Monkeys was formed in 2012 after it merged Iron Monkey Studios with 5 Mint to create one of the biggest development studios in Australia. The company has churned out mobile titles, including River Racing 3, The Sims Free Play, and Need for Speed, No Limits. It was hard at work developing River Racing 4, but reports suggest the project has now been cancelled. While it has yet to officially confirm the news, it did tell Kotaku THATFIREMONKAYS has recently entered into a consultation period that may impact some roles. We recently made a decision to shift teams to focus more on our live services, and have entered into a consultation period that may impact some roles in the studio, reads the statement. We are working to match skills with opportunities as we go through this period, identifying other opportunities at it, and providing as much help to our employees as we possibly can. He also refused to comment on the future of Real Racing 4, instead explaining that 5 Monkeys would continue to deliver new content for Real Racing 3 and other mobile titles. The 2019 Game Developers Conference kicks off in San Francisco next week, and as you are taking a last look at your schedule, organizers want to highlight a really promising talk about the unique networking model, which makes on this remarkable 8-player multiplayer matches possible. As part of the GD 2019 programming track called Talksby Soft Montreal, Jennifer Henry will present Back to the Future, working with deterministic simulation in a owner, a behind-the-scenes look at being an authoritative architecture behind the game, a variation on deterministic simulation that uses time travel to not hinder fluidity and responsiveness, but, as every team that commits to LUTAC, the FONORTAM faced many challenges on the path to ship. From the drastic optimizations needed to run 8 times the gameplay in a single frame, to the hard balance between shipping your game and training newcomers, Henry will share 6 years worth of lessons learned about the mysterious world of deterministic simulation in games. Do not miss it. Further details on this talk and many more are available now on GDC 2019 session scheduler. There you can begin to lay out your GD 2019, which takes place March 18th through the 22nd at the newly renovated